Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Randomizer League. I am Tier Agent, today joined by the one, the only Moogle Charm. Moogle, how you doing, dude?
Doing well, Fear. How are you?
Doing well. Ready for some... I mean, I just love League, right? Like, I just love watching, especially co-op. This is a little bit more challenging because we've thrown key drop and starting boots in there, but just, I'm a sucker for League, and this is going to be fun. So, and we got awesome runners. I think that's the thing. It's like some of my favorite people to watch and root for in the community are all here in this race. So,
yep.
Who do I want to win? I don't know. Like, big fan of Megawatt and Jet, and huge fans of Zelga and Shady. So, hopefully it's just a good time. Yeah.
We are the winners today. Yeah. I mean, you're the Godfather League, so I hope you're excited. But yeah, these guys are all they're amazing runners, and they're all amazing people too. Some of the best people we've got in the community for sure. So this is going to be a super hype match. I'm really excited.
Yeah, it's going to be fast and furious. We don't have any trackers today. We're just capturing their trackers. So hopefully we can, you can help us all out, because it's kind of hard for us to see on the back end their trackers. We'll try to keep track of everything that's going on, but it's just there's so much that happens in this mode. It's tough. This is a tough one to play. It's a tough one to co-op, but you'll see why these are some of the best runners, because these things are difficult, and you got to have good execution, and you got to be able to keep track of everything.
Yeah.
So nice that they're splitting it up evenly for us. We see a key at Turtle Rock, a key at Ice Palace. These keys, you don't really, those first couple of keys, you'll announce them or whatever, but you don't have to keep track of them because you'll just grab them. They're right there for free. But this is like the most common strat that I've seen. Is one person heads to CAC from Sank, and then the other person heads over to Eastern. You just don't want to leave Sphere 1 items out there in the world, so going to Eastern early is not a big deal. You're gonna probably double dip most dungeons anyways in this mode.
Yeah, I was trying to think about just general strategy with this. I'm not in the league this year. I haven't given too much thought to this particular mode where there's keys on the pots. Or not keys, but you can get anything from the key pots. You can get anything from the guards and stuff that drop. So, you're basically more than doubling the amount of keys and such that are in the pool.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, double dips are going to be almost required. And it's like, do you be more aggressive early so that you can try to be more full cleary later? I'm assuming that's kind of how it works out, but I have no idea.
Yeah, I think you actually want to be as efficient. Like the biggest takeaway from this mode for me is just the efficiency. Is trying to be the most efficient you can be, and sometimes that means going into dungeons early and not be able to clear them. So we got a bow, which is nice. Another ice key. I think 2 is good to have for ice. I think it's what's required, I think, to beat it.
That would be with
Samaria.
Yeah. Because without it, you would need a bunch more keys, right?
Yeah, I think you need
2 more or something?
At least one more, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I rely on GMO to my teammates to keep track of everything. Oh, nice early hammer.
Right, hammer. Yeah.
This is kind of why you go to Eastern early. And another part of this mode, especially early on, is resources. Like you see going into Kakariko, Zelga and Jet only have the 2 bombs that they're getting from this little bonk spot. So
yeah.
All right, so we're going to take a look at Blind Set. Ice Palace key. That's, I think, our 3rd Ice Palace key. There's a Hyrule Castle key. That's nice. Always to have one of those. Boomerang's not bad.
So what's the general thought around Hyrule Castle? Because
don't do it.
Or there's 4 keys ever?
Yeah.
Just stay away.
It's hard because the map chest is in logic right away. That's 2 checks. So what we've done, again, this is all that I can go by, is what we've done. I don't know if it's effective or if this is the best, but it's what we've done is whenever whoever goes to Uncle usually does those 2 checks, as well as Dark Cross and Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of forget about Boomerang Chest and, you know, Zelda Cell you need to find the big key for, so. What's nice though is that small key, oh, there's the lamp, is with one key, you can check the key rat. So
Well, it's either you check the key rat or you go the other way. You go to the boomerang chest, right?
yeah, I think key, because usually you can get to the key rat pretty quick from the back of Escape, you know, pen and glove or whatever, but
yeah,
a big key on the race game. Gosh, I'm just looking at trying to talk and look at all these at the same time is so tough. So we've got the hammer. We don't have the moon pearl yet. I don't see. And oh, there is a glove somewhere. Megawatt has a glove. Oh, Shady has a glove. Was that Saha?
It may have been. I don't remember seeing it on the tracker until after the hammer. So
okay, maybe it was in the dark. Okay, hammer, glove, Eastern. Thanks, Wally.
Okay.
Sword is also really nice since you have boots. I mean, just sword's just nice for a million reasons, but having, you know, starting boots, it just makes it so you can actually use your boots really effectively. Surprised to see the Igina play really quick or this early, but yeah, some people prefer to do Igina early. It does get a big key to Skullwoods, I think that was.
I don't necessarily mind that play. It, like, especially these first 10 minutes, you're just trying to cover the entire map.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But you might get a book early on. I don't know. We kind of try to put that off a little bit. Okay, so we've got bow, both boomerangs. We got glove, hammer. We're just looking for that moon pearl. We haven't seen Mini Moldrum Cave. I think that's a likely spot for it. We do have access up to the mountain with the glove and the lamp. I think Shady's probably going to go pick up all his. Well, there's no real reason to go to CAC, right? Like, oh, I guess the sword. Is the sword worth it? And the keys. Yeah, I think just getting it out of the way now is probably fine.
I personally would probably try to put it off so that if you get the moon pearl, you're going to CAC the first time to go into Dark World. But yeah, there's like so much information that's trading hands at all times that I don't know. I don't fault him for doing it either.
Yeah. So I think this is game 2, right?
See zeros, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right. So maybe we can get someone to update that. I think
I'm pretty sure that Shady and Zelda's team won.
Yeah.
Last time. I think it was. I don't think Megawatt played. I think it was Jet.
Yeah. And Drac, yeah. And maybe Dr. Marty played? I'm not sure. I think Zelda played both, but I'm not sure if Shady did. All right, so we are going to get that look into the map chest here in Harrow Castle from Zelda. It is 2 checks, and there's that book. Oh, gosh. And that's again, that's kind of one of the reasons why I want to put off Igina. Not a huge deal, right? Not a make or break or play or anything, but yeah. All right, we are going to look at Mini Moldrum from Jet, Back of Escape from Megawatt, see if we can keep our eye, and then Dark Cross from Zelda. So here's a bunch of new information. There's a heart container, $20. Another sword. Ooh, that's kind of rough for the sticky priest. There's our first bottle, I believe, and flippers. So still no moon pearl, but with that master sword, that's just the Hyrule Castle key with the rat. That's interesting. With that master sword, you can at least get 1 check-in on Castle Tower if you want to do that.
I don't know. That's such a time commitment just for 1 check.
I mean, that's the smoke. I'm telling you, man. That's the smoke. It's tough. Sometimes you got to make those decisions to do some really dumb things.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I would imagine Zelda's gonna go get that master sword, and then at least she will have some time to decide if I need to go into the castle to get that book. You know, he probably goes in there with the Master Sword, and maybe he does that too.
Yeah. So we've got desert access. That's 2 items, and plus the ledge. We've got mountain is 2 checks.
This is Megawatt going to the mountain now, I think. Yep.
Out of logic hobo here.
No, he's got
flippers. That's right. Yeah, totally forgot about that. I was thinking, I'm like, why is he going hobo? Because he's not going to be able to keep his water walk there. But oh, look how close he is to rupees. Too. Yeah, that's like one of those. It's like, oh man. All right, Moon Pearl on Old Man Rescue, maybe. No, the hook shot. All right, now we have a lot access to a lot more stuff on the mountain here. Doing the classic spec rock skip.
I mean, it's not so bad with this loadout because he can just do Hera and then finish there.
Yeah. But then, are you doing
you're gonna spiral
first?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always. I mean, the mountain just sucks.
Yeah. But the great thing about now this is co-op, right? So they can potentially just split those up.
That's true.
Now we're going by bombs. It's like, what is Megawatt doing?
Little Donkey Kong action going on here. I love it.
So this is interesting. Jet going to the castle.
Yeah, they haven't been to the castle yet. I think this makes sense. Blue mail and the desert small. Ooh, again. Where's that book?
That was on the guard in the first chest of escape.
Oh, okay. See, this is the problem too. Now, one person has the desert key. One person's gonna get the book. The book.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a Hyrule Castle big. Do we have enough Hyrule Castles? Smalls? I know we keep opening them. There's one on the rat.
Let me see. So Megawatt has 2 on his tracker. So there's at least 2.
So we're still missing at least 1 or 2. I'm not sure. But
yeah.
The Hyrule Castle big key is like one of those keys that you just never really want to see.
Yeah. I guess the nice thing too about how this worked out for Jet is that he's going to get this book and he'll be able to, when he goes to the mountain, he's got the Master Sword too. So he could check the town.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So this is working out pretty nicely for how they've put this up.
I hate Hyrule Castle in this mode, man. It's
I mean, that was
so
why
bad.
I asked early on. Like, it's so I could see why this particular place would be, so hard to deal with.
Yeah,
because of all the key doors and, logically, I guess you would need 3 keys to get this far. No, 2 keys, 3 keys to get to the next. I don't even know. It's so many keys, right?
It's a ton. It's a ton of keys. The hard part isn't the fact that all the keys are spread out. It's the fact that you're splitting up your checks, right? So if you're trying to be efficient, you're trying to minimize having to do all of the checks.
But then keeping track of logic too, I think is
yeah,
important.
that's
it's not, you're going to skip logic for sure, but keeping track, I think
it's tough.
Be really beneficial.
It's definitely tough. Yeah. All right, so Zelga picking up his hammer, going to get his glove as well. Jet looks like he's on his way there, and then Megawatt finishing up. I guess he was on the mountain, and didn't go to Hera, right?
No, he did not. I would assume it's because Jet got that book.
Yeah. Okay, so there's that glove. Not too out of the way.
Oh, come on, Megawatt.
Little wash there. Little wash there. And now he's going to Guinness. Yeah, I don't love this.
There was a key here, right? It was Skullwoods, I think.
Yeah, Skullwood's big. Is Shady gonna set up going to Castle Tower? Nope. All right, so we are gonna go look at the desert. With one key is not that big of a deal. That's just okay. So you never use the key on the right side ever go on the right side.
Yeah,
that's like your last one, unless you're gonna save scum it or something like that. And it's always like you never really want to go to the back either because it does take a while. But so often you see stuff back there.
With one key though. Oh wait, he doesn't have a key on it.
Yeah, they haven't been up to the mountain. Their first trip is now with Shady heading up that way. Oh, the fire rod.
The key. Nice.
Got another key here. Is it gonna be another vanilla key? It is.
Yes.
All right. Well, there's 2 keys for desert.
Yeah. So when Megawatt goes there, presumably he'll have access to most of the back then, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Right before the boss.
Can't. Yeah. So nothing on the desert ledge because he's not heading that way. He must have already seen it. Already have access to red mail.
All right. What's that spec rock? Nothing.
Got another key here. That one's to Hera. Oh, it's fun. Always fun. Vanilla. It's gonna be vanilla. Vanilla Moon Pro, right?
Putting a Hera key in desert and a desert key on the mountain.
Yep.
Nice job, Seed.
I feel like every seed sucks in this mode. I have yet to see. While he said the seed sucks, I feel like this is every mode. A seed of this has just been. It's hard to co-op. Like you're just splitting it up, and it makes it really difficult.
Yeah. By the way, Megawatt setting up a death warp. Looks like he's gonna hop into Aga Tower, unless. Okay, they haven't checked Dark Cross then. Never mind.
Still could be. The problem is he is on red mail.
Yeah, I mean the snakes
rats,
at least.
Yeah,
snakes always do have a heart.
Yeah. Jed is going to give us our first information about Hera and that tablet as well, so that'll be interesting. I guess Shady might get there first. Zelga going to go probably up to the mountain and get that hook shot. At this point, okay. At this point, it really does feel like the Moon Pro is going to be up here, right?
There or further in the back of desert. I don't know how much.
Well, Shady did, or Zelga went as far as he could. There is logically one more check that they could do once he gets another key. That would be really unfortunate.
Actually, now that I think about it, that might not be in logic because of the door on the right side.
Right.
There it is. Shady got it on the tablet. Okay. So Jet will
required.
Grab that soon.
Megawatt can give us our look into Castle Tower. It is only one check, but small key here in Hera. Vanilla? No, it just froze. Turtle Rock. And just a heart piece there in Aga Tower. We know, so I guess this could be big, is if that Hera key unlocks something. Oh gosh, another Hyrule Castle key. There's gonna be something in Zelda Cell, right?
Yeah. But they don't have the big key yet, right?
Someone has it. Somebody got it somewhere.
Alright, so Jet's gonna get that Moon Pearl now.
Yeah, they'll mean Megawatt. Megawatt's already on his way up, so.
So after all that fear, we've all converged in Hera.
Yep. And that's what you gotta do, is just kind of full clear this game.
Yep.
I don't know who's ahead. I think the desert information is good for Zelga and Shady. Of course, if there's something deeper in there, if there's something in Hera basement, that'll be really good for them. Oldworm being a jerk Shady there.
Waldorf's never a jerk.
Always a jerk.
Ooh, for green,
It's a green
pendant.
pendant. Nice. So I think, with access to the Dark World now at basically the same time for runners, it makes it easy to split up. One maybe goes Hype Cave, one goes Skull Woods or something. Oh man, Zelga has the fire rod though. You need 2 keys to clear Skull Woods. And I don't know if we've gotten any. Maybe 1.
Zelda's got none on his tracker. She's got 1, so I feel like you're putting off Skullwoods for a bit. I'm sure we'll be upset about that, but I think like you try to wait so you can get back.
Totally. All right, so Shady is going to be our first into the Dark World. Going to give us Hype Cave. Jet and Megawatt are almost simultaneously beaten. Hera, Zelga just a little bit behind. And I imagine Zelga is going to stay behind and at least check out the basement, right? I know it's a slow check, but in this mode, you got to do it.
I think because you spent the time to go to desert, and that was your quote unquote reward, that you kind of have to do it.
Yeah.
For Hype Cave, gives Shady a little bit of time to do some of these Dark World things. Like maybe they can strategize on how to split up a little bit.
Yeah.
More. Yeah, he's going back in. This makes sense. I don't fault him for it at all.
Yeah.
It's more like I'm up against Jet and Megawatt, and where do I cut corners?
Right.
That's the only thing I'm trying to think about. It's still very early though. At least we've got this cool bop to listen to while we're in Hera basement, right?
Yeah, for sure. This MSU is good.
All right, does Megawatt go left or up? You're going up.
Oh, wow.
All right. Oh, maybe not. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Just to trick us.
I believe this is less efficient going this way.
Yeah. I missed Sick Kid. I don't know if that's anything. Here comes the Hera basement check, though. This could be huge, or it could be nothing. Compass.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's like less than nothing, actually.
Yeah.
All right, we're death warping.
Maybe Spiral Cave? Yeah. I think one of them.
He has a bottle. Maybe is it possible he's no, he only has 4 hearts. He can't do Spike Cave.
Yeah. Oh, there's an Eastern Palace small in Spiral.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Sick Kid giving us a Meyer key. It doesn't hurt to have one of those, or even 2 of those when you go into Meyer. Normally, Meyer keys aren't that important, and they're usually not that important. But having a couple's usually.
Well, to full clear, you need what, like 2?
Yeah, I think 2.
Fishbone room and then left side. Or no, you would need 3 actually. I think. Because left side has 2 key doors.
Yeah.
All right, so
whatever you say. I don't know.
The pod area. Yeah. Sorry, I'll be your Jammo today.
Appreciate it. I always need someone to be my Jammo. We're gonna dip into pod. It's interesting.
I like this.
How many keys does he have? 2 in the big?
He's got 2 small in the big, and he's got the bow. So he'll be able to, get a fair number of these checks.
Yeah, I definitely don't hate it.
I mean, there's always a key here in pod.
For sure.
It's more of a question, does he do the boss, or does he decide to clear a bunch of stuff instead?
I would not clear the boss. I think I'd get as many items as I could, even though they're out of logic.
I'm the same way.
Skullwoods is unfortunate. You don't never want to use a key in the front unless you've got 3 keys. So it's probably going to be a save and quit for Jet here out of Skullwoods. He might use a key, but then he's required to find 2 more, and that's always just never fun. First look at these town. Big key to Turtle Rock, and there was another big key in Thieves Town, but I can't read 2 things at the same time. So hopefully someone
fear.
I know. I'll work on it. Another small key
to this dungeon.
Okay, that makes that worked out. Use the key and get rewarded.
Sometimes it just works out, Fear.
Yeah. Not for you and I, maybe.
No. It works out for, like an hour and a half, and then it doesn't.
Yeah.
Ice Rod.
There's another pod key there. Wire key.
So with that other pod key, oh no, Megawatt hasn't spent one yet. Never mind. I was gonna say, like, I would do the boss in that instance. Like, if he finds another key here, I'm just clearing the boss, and I'm not doing those 6 key checks.
So he's skipping the stuff in logic to do the stuff out of logic in the back. Love it. Because this will allow him to do a harmless Elway, right? And he'll just be done with the back completely and never have to come back here. Mushroom from the green pendant turn in. And we do see, there's the other Eastern Palace key. So Eastern is fully clearable now. We do see Zelga in the back of Skullwoods, though he can't finish it without another key.
Yeah.
But he can get one more check. The flute is here. That's nice. Oh, no, he can't finish it. Never mind. Right? No, there's another. No. He needs more key. Yeah.
He needs a key on this guy right here.
Yeah. Vanilla key. Nope.
A 5th heart. If there's anyone who doesn't need that 5th heart, though, it's Zelga.
I know.
But he'll take it.
For sure.
Ooh,
tempered. Nice. Since you already got to get the flute back here anyways, I think that tempered there's pretty good to have. Still no mirror. We do see Shady heading over to pod, though, so gonna get that information here shortly. The mirror would have been nice just because that allowed you to clear Eastern Palace.
Yeah. Well, they don't have the big key, though, right? Or do they?
We do not. That's a great point.
So I think the nice thing about that flute from Megawatt is that he can get over to desert really quickly now and hopefully get his fire rod. And
yeah, that would be good. I know it's only 1 check, but not getting the stuff as check is kind of scary. I guess Jet can clean that up. I just have a full clear mentality, and it's the worst part of me. Like, allows me to not win races. But
well, Jet does have an extra key, and I can't remember if there was anything in Hellway, but like at least with the co-op aspect of it, you don't both have to spend all 5 keys when they get them, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's 6 keys, but these guys are good enough to only need 5.
Right. We only need 5. Yeah. Oh no! Did you see what it is?
No.
Did you see it? It's the mirror.
Where was the mirror?
It's the Stalfos check. The one in logic check that Megawatt skipped.
Well, Jet will get that shortly, and at least they'll know about it soon. But yeah, it'll feel salty for sure. It's okay. The Eastern Big will be in the back of Skullwoods or something, and on Moth here, and it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a little surprised Megawatt didn't go to desert, unless there's something desert related here in Skullwoods that we're looking for.
Small key to swamp. That's another one where you need a bunch of keys for that dungeon. Oh, the mitts are in Skullwoods big chest. That makes sense.
Okay.
That'll to get the flute and everything. But they're just getting that information now.
Oh, but
It
Yeah,
hadn't
but
done
Jet
that
doesn't
yet.
have the big key, so he didn't even know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're gonna get it, and that big key was in Nagina, if I remember. Right? So
Yes. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Megawatt's gonna have to go back to pod now and get that mirror.
This seed is pretty awful.
And it looks like
Shady,
Shady's
by the way, going
choosing
to the boss.
Yeah. I don't mind it. Like the fact that he got the mirror kind of I don't know, weirdly incentivizes me to be like, let's just finish it off.
For me, you have 3 keys. Like I said, you can do everything except the hallway and the big key chest. And
he might be doing that after, right? Just going to the boss first from the right side. I think that routing makes sense. It should be noted this is week 1 and not the finals of the league.
By the way, Jet went right, and now he's going to the boss.
Oh no!
I'm assuming he's going to spend the key, though.
Yeah.
I hope they don't.
That would be rad. That would be really bad.
Yeah.
Another swamp small there.
All right. Helmosaurus down. Combos.
What's Zelga doing? I guess he's just doing the Dark Death Mountain stuff right now, and then he'll get the mirror later. I guess there's no real incentive to get the mirror yet.
Yeah, there's no incentive. And he can, let's see. With 6 hearts, can he do Spike Cave afterwards with that bottle?
We need 13
really
or 14
tight.
or something?
Really tight. Well, he has boots. I think it's possible, but it's very hard to do. You may even need to use a bomb at one point. But yeah, he doesn't need the mirror actually to do anything.
Ether required for Turtle Rock.
Double ether, right?
I missed Meyer. Was it Ether for Meyer too?
Yeah, it's on Megawatts tracker. So
another desert. Small, yeah. That lets them clear it, right? But not full clear it because they still wouldn't be able to do the right side.
Right.
All right, Hookshot Cave. We've got Samaria. I was just going to ask about that. It feels like we're missing Samaria. So as far as items go, we're really only looking for Ether. Oh, the Desert Palace Big. That would be required to beat Desert now. There's all the desert keys. Okay. Desert in logic.
So yeah, as far as Zelga, you're oh, sorry. I was gonna say you're going to get that mirror. Yep, and the flute. And then you can knock out desert. We're going up this way. Okay.
Whenever he was thinking about going to Castle Tower real quick, but with all the information, the sword, the mirror, the flute, all that stuff in pod.
Yeah.
And he's still not going that way. So I don't know where he's going.
They're talking though. Shady had a nice long pause there for a second. They're really trying to figure out the next couple minutes here.
Is it Smith? No, you don't want to do mirrorless Smiths.
Yeah, this feels like they're trying to optimize this next few minutes of routing. Because some of the screen transitions and stuff, there was some pausing and a little bit of unnecessary running and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's got to be some important pod related stuff here, I would imagine, to make Zelga do this first.
Pod key, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, because he's got 2 on his tracker. Maybe there's a 3rd here? I don't know. By the way, Jet did get that mirror, so Megawatt. Unfortunately, taking the long way here in pod. That's how it always works, right? The one chest that you skip turns out to have the most
100%,
crucial
man.
item.
Yeah.
Like if it happened to be Kane or something, like maybe, you know, you don't feel good about it, but it's not the
Mhm.
worst thing in the world.
Yeah. So what was it that Zelga was getting? Was it another key?
No, he's still got the 2, so.
Yeah, Megawatt back in, gonna finish up pod, and I think this is fine because it was gonna be a double dip anyway. It's just a little unfortunate not to come out of there with the mirror.
Yeah, and then like going right side a couple times.
Yeah,
Makes it, he's probably
Slows
feeling
it
pretty
down.
salty right now.
yeah. That's the fun part about co-op too, is you have your partner trying to calm you down.
Crying is the operative word there.
Yeah. I mean, you and I did co-op cross keys a bunch. I think we did a good job of calming each other down when
Oh, for sure.
when one gets
I messed
tilted.
up.
Like, I mean, come on, it's, both of us definitely made some mistakes playing that mode, but
Yeah, that was a fun. I'm really looking forward to that week.
Yeah.
That was a super fun tournament.
yeah, co-op cross
And cross keys
fun.
is it's much easier to follow versus the 60 plus keys that we got to keep track of.
Right. Yeah.
Jet turning in the mushroom. I don't think we've seen this yet.
Yeah, I don't. It is funny. It is okay. Here's a small key. Castle Tower, very quiet. Very quiet.
Yeah. So when is the first ice dip gonna be?
Soon, especially with Samaria, right?
You got Samaria, you got Big Key available. Jet needs to get the mitts from Skullwood, so he's got to do a Gina. Yeah, I feel like you're going to get that Ice Palace big, like if you're Megawatt, for example, and then hopping into ice.
Yeah, that makes sense. The desert's clearable. We know about that. We haven't found the eastern big, so we need that. We are going to need some more castle tower keys. We have access to swamp, right? That's always a possibility. How many keys do we have? We seen 2. It looks like we've seen 2 keys. That's kind of de-incentivizes that.
I see 2 keys on the most I see on everyone's tracker is 2 keys. So, I don't know, man. Swamp feels so bad.
It does, especially with only 2 keys. Yeah. Yeah, we're locked out of Turtle Rock. We're locked out of Mire, so those aren't options. So we've got ice and swamp as far as dungeons go. Desert is fully clearable, like we mentioned, and we can do the right side with all those keys that we found. Ice obviously feels like the best option.
I saw Shady go into Hookshot Cave again just to get an extra heart. So
yeah,
I feel like that's what he's planning for.
Jet now going to get his mitts.
All right, so this is a desert play for Megawatt, I would assume, right?
Yeah, they haven't been in desert at all, right? They don't even have the fire rod.
Nope. And his tracker shows that he's got 4 keys, so this is going to be a full clear for him.
Yeah, this makes a lot of sense.
And what, Smith chain on for Jet? So, okay. This will be the first time we've seen this.
There's those checks like Graveyard Legend Catfish that's really suck in this mode.
Yeah.
especially with where we're at. It's like, when do you want to go do that? Big chest has nothing in desert. I think we're gonna see an eastern clear from Zelga. It's so funny when you get your one of the, you're expecting a text box. They are colored a little bit different, so it's not that big of a deal. But you always expect a text box and it doesn't come. Right side desert. I missed that first check. I don't think it was anything.
No, it was a piece of heart.
Another Meyer key. So they've got enough Meyer keys. Ether's on Smith. Interesting. So that opens up a lot. We've got 4 Turtle Rock keys. We've got the big key. We've got Ice Rod, Fire Rod. We do need, what, 4 clears it? Is that right? No, 5 clears it?
They do Turtle Rock?
Yeah.
Turtle Rock, I believe, is 5. Yeah, it's 5.
And then 6 for the full clear.
Yes. So the nice thing about how, I guess it's worked out, I know it hasn't worked out completely for them, but like as of late, is that with the news of that ether, Jet can come over here to desert, get that fire rod, and then when he goes up to Turtle Rock, he can actually do some stuff there potentially.
Meyer's fully clearable too now with that ether. They've got the big key. We talked a lot about ice, and it does make a lot of sense with Zelga's loadout here. That ice is now his next destination.
Yeah, this has been on radar for a little bit now. A big key.
That's an important one.
Yeah. Definitely need that one to finish the game.
Bombo's tablet gives us another small key. Have we seen this already? Ice, okay. Just a heart piece and a crystal. 20 bucks in ice. I gotta tell you, like, this seed might seem bad. It honestly is like one of the better seeds I've seen played. It hasn't been there hasn't been anything too ridiculous. That's 3 swamp keys.
So, if you're Jet, do you dip Meyer? I don't think so. He is though. Like, Samaria.
Why would he dip it? Because he hasn't gotten Samaria yet. Yeah, I probably wouldn't at all, right?
I guess like the thing you're really hoping for here is a Turtle Rock key. So it's like you jump into Meyer to presumably full clear aside from the boss. And your hope is that you get a Turtle Rock key so that when you go to the mountain, you just full clear that. Or maybe not full clear, but
clear.
Yeah, the boss.
Lava chest doesn't exist. There's that Turtle Rock key that you're looking for right there. An ice palace.
Yeah, in ice. Yeah.
Yep.
Checkerboard.
He mirrored out. I don't think we have. Maybe we have. Beast Town. We must have. Because
Megawatts on his way.
Megawatts go there. Yeah. Overall, I think I liked the Sticky Priests route just a little bit more.
I mean, they've had a couple of things work out in their favor of that.
Yeah.
That definitely, had been because of the way they split up the route.
Like, this play into Meyer isn't the worst play, right? It's not indefensible, but I just think it's not the best play. Like, especially with, that where Samaria is. I would do ice, maybe. No, you want to get Samaria first, right? Like, just go get Samaria.
Yeah, it really does just feel like they're hoping for a Turtle Rock key somewhere. It is surprising to me that Megawatt hasn't been in ice yet.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, we're seeing Meyer before ice from them. That Castle Tower key on the Bari there in Ice Palace really stinks.
Yeah, I could see Phendrana Drifter skipping that.
There's another ice key in Meyer. All right, Meyer has a Skullwood's key that's not anything. Even on red mail, I would not want to be here in 6 hearts. I guess they've got half magic, but
Yeah.
I'm also not Zelga, so there's that.
Zelga has done countless seeds on 3 and 4 hearts.
Yeah. All right. Nice map in
Yeah.
Ice Palace. So, how many? See, I'm trying to think. How many keys do we need for Swamp Palace? We need 1 for the front door, 2, 3.
You would need
Or-
3, well, you're gonna specky, right? Specky clip.
Yeah,
So
that says a key.
you would need 4 then, right? Yeah.
Oh, these
All right.
sound small.
4 to full clear. All right. While keeping us honest.
Do you know the spooky setup in Swamp Palace to do left side?
No. Frame perfect bomb throws.
Yeah.
Are just, I don't know, more or less not something I've done.
You ever practice or attempt? Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I'll learn the easy stuff, but things that
Yeah.
are going to take practice, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm past my prime fear.
Yeah, I'm with you.
We're the grouchy old men now of
For sure.
the community.
Does Jet, okay, did Jet think that he doesn't have?
Okay, we've figured it out.
He thought maybe he had Samaria, so that also can happen where you,
Yep.
I remember going to Back of Thieves Town thinking I had the big key in because we
Yes,
know
Marty,
who the
there
big
are.
key was.
They do
Happy,
exist.
yeah, not for long, but they do. Fish bones, just a heart piece. I didn't see what was on Cold Stare, but that's nice clear there. So here's the thing about this mode is this is a tough mode if you haven't played the game in a while, like Jet and Megawatt. Like they're not, I don't think they're racing regularly as much anymore.
Yeah,
This is a hard mode to jump back into. It really is.
definitely.
Zelga and Shady. I think Shady might be slightly retired, but I know Zelga's still in the thick of it all, so it does help. So there's the fire rod for Jet. Megawatt and Ice now.
By the way, Megawatt, I believe, skipped the Bari, so
Yeah, this is a tough one to route. Another reason I probably wouldn't have said Jet into Meyer is he is behind, right? Like I know you need everyone to it's combined times or whatever, but you don't want him to get too far behind. And now he's going to Ice Palace without Samaria.
well,
I guess
there
to get
is.
the Bari.
Well, he also knows there's a Turtle Rock key there because Megawatt got one.
Okay.
So when he goes up to get his Samaria, he'll at least full clear. Was it on the right side? I mean, because he has keys, right? He can just
Yeah.
hop through the door
Yeah.
and go on the right side anyway. So
It'll be good because they'll get the Bari information, right?
Yeah.
Megawatt is definitely have to go back.
yeah. I guess the question is Jet going to be able to get it quickly enough before Megawatt Finishes and flutes away. I don't think so. It's gonna be close.
Three of our 4 runners are currently in Ice Palace. How crazy is that?
Well, you and I talked about it for so long. It's about time they came here, right?
Yeah.
All right, here's the moment of truth. Megawatt is done.
He's gonna get there. He's gonna get there.
He's got it. Okay. It was tight, but this is gonna be a little bit more efficient.
Yeah, not having to come back.
Aside from him fluting back
later.
Yeah. Or even like mirroring and then, oh, I gotta go back in the portal.
Yep.
All right, so this is what from Zelda? Thieves Town?
Yeah,
Or
we got two keys. We probably do Thieves into Smiths, right? Because they still don't have access to Mire or Turtle Rock, so
right. So with 2 you can clear it, but you can't do the big chests, right?
Right.
Okay, so this will be some new information because I don't think we've seen the back.
Yeah, I think Megawatt was in here in the back, but he didn't have any keys. I don't think. I could be wrong.
So just checking the pot, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Which Zelda correctly is doing later. Like, it's faster to do it when you're bringing blind into the room. Okay, so there's the last Hyrule Castle key. So does Zelda sell anyone? Where's Megawatt gonna go? Is he gonna finish off Mire? Since there's like nothing in there, I don't think.
Yeah, I think you definitely want to continue to stay split up. Like, they're getting to a point where one can just follow the other.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice for him to just kind of knock this out.
Zora. We haven't seen this, even though flippers were super early. And glove. Just a map. Gold sword is free.
Never gonna turn that down.
Yeah, it'll definitely save you time if it's that free. Like, you literally have to not go out of your way at all to grab that.
Yeah.
Like even I might muscle memory that just on accident. Look at this guy. 6 hearts, sees the heart container.
Yeah, I don't want it.
No. Yeah.
No thanks. I mean, their former team name was the Spoilers. Like, he wants to live in that world, you know? Living on the edge at all times.
It's like literally a frame away from him. I would have gone a second or 2 out of my way to grab that.
No text box needed.
Yeah.
Just picking it up.
Swamp Small, maybe? Oh, okay, Gans Tower. All right, that's our second pendant. We don't know what our third pendant is yet, right? So Hera was green. Turtle Rock was the other one. I don't see it on anyone else's tracker, so.
Yeah, I would guess now, I think, is Turtle Rock from Jet. And probably even Megawatt.
If he's going up to the mountain, right, it allows him to get a bunch of stuff. If you do that, do you finish off like Thieves Town? Or like, because they don't know if it's a crystal or pendant yet. Like, do you get your crystals? Try to get your crystals before? I guess Eastern is a possibility of the crystals. So I was thinking trying to save a mountain climb, but at this point, you got to get your stuff.
They don't have enough dungeons yet. Yeah, like if you were 6, 7 dungeons in, maybe you think about that, but they've each only got 3 or 4 dungeons. So.
Yeah. All right, Megawatt cleaning up Mire. I think this is our first look there. So they're gonna get ether. That's good for that team. Just some bombs, and it is a crystal. So 3 keys heading into swamp. I mean, it gets you a lot of stuff, but required castle tower key. So what are we looking for? We're looking for the eastern big, right? We're looking for. That's the only big key that we're missing is the eastern big.
And another castle tower key.
Looking for a castle tower key. I think we might need one more. These are. Do we need one more turtle rock key? Or do we have 5?
We have 5. Oh, we need a swamp key. I don't think we have 4 yet. So it might just be those 3.
So yeah, we're less than an hour in. We're not far away from go mode. The question is swamp pendant? And if it is, then it could have, some GT keys. Or some keys could be located in GT. We've got all of Turtle Rock, so there's a lot of possibilities here. Oh, there's another Turtle Rock key there. That's looks like all 6 from Shady.
Yep.
Skullwood's key is garbage. Don't need that. So that's got to be Shady's next stop, right? He'll head up to Turtle Rock as well.
Yeah,
and he actually can. He can actually full clear too. That's a different setup.
Come on, Shady, let's get this. I've never seen it like pulled off.
The other setup, yeah, the other setup that I see is you drop 2 at the same time and then you pause buffer. I'm surprised he didn't grab the pot. Like, you don't need anything to grab, at least grab the pot. But yeah, I haven't seen that one where you kind of time it based off of grabbing it and kind of walking up to the left. I don't know.
So this is interesting. I would have expected Zelga to go to Turtle Rock.
Is he going to get his
there was a TR
key maybe? Yeah.
Like, I don't know. If it were me, I'd probably gamble and say, like, if I'm in Zelga's shoes, go to Turtle Rock. It's like, start clearing it. And by the time Shady can catch up with the ether and everything, like, he presumably can do the lava chest. And I'll know if I need to go back there.
Yeah. So it looks like our last pendant is either swamp or eastern. So.
By the way, Zelda does have 4 keys for this, so he can clear it. I just
okay. All right.
So this
That's
makes
probably
more
why
sense
he's here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything in the front of the Turtle Rock. I apologize. If there's anyone that could do the spooky setup in swamp, it's got to be Zelga, right?
I would think so.
Yeah, I don't really know who's ahead because Megawatt and Jet have the Mire clear. Jet's in Turtle Rock right now, so it does feel like they might have a little bit more information, but it's tough.
Yeah, they were late to Mitts, but early to Ether, so the information gap, I think, is a bit of a wash. But
yeah, because Shady's gonna come in here and full clear Mire, right? He'll do all of Mire.
Yeah, he will.
All right, so here's the pot. Okay, just 10 arrows.
All right, Megawatt going to do Graveyard Ledge. Have we seen this?
I've not seen Graveyard Ledge. I've not seen Catfish. I don't even know if he saw Bumper. He does have the cape. He's running past it, so I'm guessing someone scouted out Bumper Ledge. We haven't seen the back of the swamp. We haven't seen Mimic Cave, which is 10 arrows. But again, we're not looking for much right now. There's a small key. Oh, swamp small in the back. Jeez.
Thanks, Seed.
Pod in Graveyard Ledge. That's not needed. Phendrana, not needed. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's done King's Tomb. Nothing there. Just a map. Really worthless map too. Hyrule Castle. So we're gonna see Laser Bridge, and then we'll see Trinex, and then we're either. So we still need a swamp wall to put castle or to put GT into logic. But if Eastern Big is Eastern is our last pendant, that could just be up in GT. So
we'll get knowledge on swamp in a second. Oh.
Okay. I mean, okay, so GT is empty.
Yeah, got nothing. All we need is an Eastern Big now.
We have all 4 CT smalls?
Oh no, you're right. We have 3, I think.
Okay, so yeah,
the third was in the front of swamp. So it's a CT small and an Eastern Big.
Yeah, green pendant was a mushroom. Mushroom was a CT small, so that was required. All right, so Zelga is heading up to Turtle Rock, and I want to say this to jinx the drifters. There might be something in that lava chest.
Yeah, they've gotten burned, what, twice?
Yeah. We haven't seen Spike Cave. Did Megawat go all the way to Catfish? Because I didn't see that.
I don't think so.
Just a shield on Trinex. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about Lava Chest for the drifters. He bailed after King's Tomb, so we still. I mean, Catfish just stinks, so understandable.
I think Jet's got to play some catch up now. He's starting to fall pretty far behind.
Yeah. Yeah, now you just make Megawatt do all the checks, right? Like,
yeah,
we know it's not right now into the rock. They haven't been to swamp. There's a swamp small in the back. That means there's still one more swamp small somewhere, right? How many do they have? 5? Is there 6?
Megawatt's tracker has 4, so he's got to be going there next, I would think. And he'll luck into that other small key and then probably double back. Oh, there's the 4th one. Okay. He'll probably double back and then do left side afterwards.
Right. With Specky, you just need 5. You don't need all 6 to full clear. That including left side. Yep. And Zelga and Shady did skip out on the left side. I mean, he didn't get that key until the back, but Zelga didn't go back in. So,
yep,
that's a possibility. Ped's dead.
So it's pretty even. Like Megawatt's got 7 dungeons done. Zelga's gonna get his 7th here. Shady's got 5. Jet only has 3, or Jet has 4, with Turtle Rock being a big one.
Yeah.
But the other 2 that Shady has are pretty easy. So
yeah,
it's very close.
Lava Chest, just a heart container. Zelga forced into that 8th heart, but does get it. So that's good for the drifters that they're not going to have to go back to that. Left side, what do we got? Left side swamp, Catfish. We have a couple castle tower checks. I think that's a possibility. Zelda cell is a possibility.
Yeah. I don't think we've seen everything in pod, have we?
I don't know if we saw Vanilla Big Key. We saw all of the back. I just don't know if we've seen Vanilla Big Key chest or not.
Yeah, the list of places is pretty thin.
So let me go out into swamp. Let's see if he ends up going back in to do left side, because they're kind of running out of checks too, right? Like,
I think you have to.
Shady also hasn't finished swamp, so that's okay for the sticky priests, because they'll get that information. But yeah, I don't know. We're running out of checks quickly here.
Oh, we also have. Did you mention Eastern Big Key chest?
Oh no,
I've seen that because they have 2 keys, right?
Yeah, that's a.
That might be another one. Ugh.
I don't know, chat. Who's in the lead here? Is it drifters or the priests? I think
if I had to pick, I'd pick the drifters by a hair. But
really, I think I'd go by priests. I don't know. I think it's obviously close, but
and the audience, that's right.
I don't know how Dr. Marty's so calm in chat. Like when my team is running, I'm just like super stressed. All right. Everyone's just cleaning up stuff that we've already seen. Jet finishing up desert. Megawatt getting his, looks like his 5th Turtle Rock key. Skullwood's key. Where does Zelga go from here? Does he just go finish Meyer? Like clear the dungeon?
Yeah, I mean, he's got Pod and Meyer to clear, so
yeah.
I think knowing Meyer's empty, like, probably just go mode that first and see if Shady gets any information as he's going through this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spike Cave for sure. I agree with that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely can do it now. Is Megabot going back in for left side, you think?
I think you have to. They're collectively, we're just so low on things that the odds of finding something here are like there's what 6, 7, 8 checks out there in the world, and you've got a couple in here. Like,
yeah,
gotta hop back in. What did he skip? I would imagine he skipped right side. But yeah.
Simultaneous pendant pickups from the other teammates. One's red, one's blue. It's funny that we have the drifters on the blue side picking up the blue pendant, priest on the right side picking up the red pendant. That just
we left.
It just works out.
We left.
All right.
Here.
All right.
Do we know red crystals, by the way? Is that where he's running to?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I don't see him on anybody's. Oh wait,
yeah,
Shady has.
Nobody ever checks him.
Yeah,
we got him.
Okay, we do have him. Oh man, I don't know about that left side skip. I'd be terrified of it, but I'm a wimp.
Totally, especially with so little, right?
Yeah. All
right, this is gonna be some new information though. But if this is the Eastern Key, then I think the drifters are gonna be looking pretty good. Have we even seen the pyramid? No. Okay.
No,
Nothing there.
and we can do some castle tower stuff too.
Yeah, for sure.
Skipping 2 checks for 2 checks.
And the swamp key. The reminder. Hey, maybe go back to swamp.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it a sign? Okay, we're not doing castle tower. We're going to catfish then.
No.
No. Hobo? What is it? We've seen hobo already. Where could we be going? We
Back to swamp. Oh, he's getting a key off the island here.
Okay, this was useless if I remember right.
And then I guess you could do catfish Zora. We are getting catfish from Shady here.
Oh, he's mad. He didn't go back in the portal.
This is Castle Tower.
Yeah.
Catfish has just some cash.
Wow. So from the priest, we've seen Zora, which had a map. Catfish, which was a 300. Hera basement, which was like a compass. They've done all these like extraneous checks and just haven't gotten paid out for it.
So Megawatt's choosing Zelda Self before Castle Tower. I mean, it's a coin toss, right? Like,
yeah,
both take a lot of time.
I mean, this is why I probably wouldn't have skipped the left side, only because like all of these checks are awful.
Yeah,
you're spending so much time for like onesies and twosies, you know.
The good thing for both teams is I think both of them are going to skip left side until the very end.
Probably.
So
yeah.
who can full clear before left side first is the question. This is where the mode gets tough too. It's like, do you remember where the Hyrule Castle big key is if it's here? Or do you remember where all the Hyrule Castle, you know what I mean? Like those are keys you're not really worried about. And so you're not paying too much attention to them. Make sure you track them if it's here.
Yeah.
Not the guard. Quake is nothing. So not in front of Hyrule Castle. Yeah, we got Eastern Palace big key chest. Is it just a vanilla big key this entire time?
That would be pretty wild. So Megawatt has 3 castle tower keys, so he'll be able to make it all the way to the final, the red.
Yeah, he can do all of the checks, which we had to do to get the hammer in one of our seeds. So that was fun.
Oh boy, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, super fun. That was the word I was looking for. So Jet's just been doing cleanup as Megawatt attempts to find this Eastern Palace big key. Zelda kind of doing the same, going back to Pod, gonna finish that. And Shady behind a Turtle Rock, but we know that Turtle Rock is basically go multiple. You just don't need anything in there. So you can save that until he goes up to the mountain to do GT.
So we're gonna see some left side swap here pretty soon from these guys.
Small key to Meyer. Gosh, just like every mode, whenever you find a Meyer small, you're just like, I do not need this. Go away.
Yeah. And there's 6 of them, so. All right.
Jet will probably do left side, right? He's got.
Yeah, I think so. You said there was a swamp small in the back, right? So.
Yeah.
He'll get that 5th one.
All right, it's not here, Castle Tower. Wow, bullied there big time by the Beatles. Is he going up to do Turtle Rock?
Let's see. He's got 6 keys, so yeah, he's gonna full clear. Well, he'll do the one that
the lava chest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you surprised that it's this close with the caliber of these two teams?
No.
Yeah,
at all.
totally. Yeah.
We let off this broadcast basically saying these are 4 of the best people in the community.
Yeah.
You know, and it's certainly playing out that way. We're getting a full clear at like the 115 mark, you know?
Right.
pretty wild.
It is nuts.
We've got what? One former champion. We've got Zelda made what? Final 4, Final 2 at one point in the main tournament.
Yeah, it was Final 4 this last year. Yeah.
And you pick him to win every tournament.
I know,
so
I do.
He's got to be
sure
pretty
did.
good, right?
Yeah.
And then Megawatt and Shady definitely no slouches either. So.
Yeah, Megawatt and Jet will have won the league.
Oh, that's right. They won the league. I forgot about that a few years back. So.
One of the most
Gee,
competitive
got the
years
bad news
too.
now.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jet wasting no time. I really want it to be vanilla.
I mean, looking at Zelga's like treasure chest openings there, like they're all done except for Swamp, and then I guess Pod maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I think now with Shady and we're gonna see that Eastern check, by the way.
I think so. We're gonna get the information here really shortly.
Very quickly.
Left side swamp left, no. Left side swamp right.
Yeah,
no.
I kind of agree, but they're running out of stuff too, so they're gonna be in Eastern pretty quickly, I think.
I think it's
Megawatt got lava chest, so we've seen everything. I don't think
it's just vanilla. It's just gonna be vanilla.
The chest that everybody loves.
And if it is, then
Zelga's gonna be in GT real fast.
Yeah, and that's bad for the drifters because now Shady gets to skip left side, right? It's not vanilla. Where is it?
What have we missed?
Is it broken? Is the seed broken?
No.
Spike Cave? Did he do Spike Cave?
Must not have.
Oh no!
He's save and quit. So, presumably Megawatt hits that up while he's here.
Yeah. Wow. I can't think of anything else, right? We've seen everything else.
Yeah, I'm almost
Got to be here. It's not Spike Cave. Where is it?
I guess not.
Is there a big chest we haven't seen?
Well, Pod isn't completed on anyone's tracker, so is there a chest in Pod that we haven't seen?
Oh, is it?
Is it Big Key chest? Because we saw Hellway, right?
I don't know.
Thieves Big? I'm pretty sure we've seen people in Thieves with... Maybe not. Maybe not. Zelda turning around. We're going to Pod. Okay. So the unfortunate thing, I think, is that like we're converging, right? We're going to see it in the next minute or two, but Shady is down a Turtle Rock on everybody else.
Yeah. Is it Bumper Ledge and no one just checked Bumper Ledge?
No one's ever lost Bumper Ledge skips.
We've seen Graveyard Ledge. We've seen Hera Basement.
Oh, here comes Hera basement.
Yeah, we've already seen this on the priest side. Vanilla big key chest, is it here?
Hello.
Wow.
We found it.
It was a
Oh,
big key
that's
chest,
rough.
just the wrong one. Did Shady not finish Swamp?
When he was in there, he was doing that bomb. Wait, no, he went back.
He went back, but
Yeah.
it's not marked on his tracker.
I thought he auto tracks. I don't know. He was in there. Yeah. Is he missing a key?
Well, there's one in the back. Why did he leave?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question.
So they're not technically in
They-
go mode because we're still looking for the CT small, right? So,
Right.
but Zelga's going to be in GT soon. He's going to finish up
Yeah.
here, go to Eastern, and then they're
But
good
they're
to go.
gonna finish like 8 minutes apart. Maybe
Yeah,
more.
there's going to be a big difference. The thing is, Jet is about to get the information for their team, and they have all their dungeons done. So they just need to do both. Just need to
Right.
do Eastern. Shady still has to go back to Swamp again. It is a pendant, so he can do it afterwards.
Right.
And he still has to do Turtle Rock.
Yeah, and having the big key in pod here makes it real easy for Phendrana drifters to just mirror and clear Eastern.
Yeah.
Too, so.
I think
Well, I guess-
the drifters are in a good spot.
It does depend on the big key too, or no, they don't need to. The small key, excuse me, and for Castle Tower and GT. If it's deep, Zelga's going to spend a lot of time by himself clearing that. Whereas if it's early, then I think that's better for them. I don't know. This is tough.
Just going back in. Where's he going back in for?
The Castle Tower key,
He.
maybe.
Oh,
they may
is
not
there
have.
one? There's one in here.
Or no, like they may not have like cleared the back fully. Maybe we missed that. I don't know.
Okay, so there's something in Harmless Hallway. So you needed 5 keys for this dungeon. No, I just hadn't done it. So you needed 4 keys for this dungeon. You just need to skip Harmless Hallway.
Yeah.
I don't know why Shady left. I think I'm just confused. I mean, that's just a time loss, right? Like,
Yeah, by doing this whole sequence again.
yeah. All right, so Zelga is all of his crystals. He's just looking for the Castle Tower small key. There are how many checks? 20. How many checks total in the basement and up top?
There's 27, but then there's those extra keys.
1, 2, 3, 4. So 30,
31?
31 checks. Okay, 1 through 31. It could be possible. Or plus. Get your checks in for where CT4 is, if it's in GT.
So there's 31 total checks, right? Upstairs, there's the 4 chests, and then there's
There's the
Helma drop?
Helma, yeah.
just that one, right? So there's 5. Like, does anyone play the odds? They do a couple of the easy checks in the basement and then just go up.
And just risk it? No. No way.
I don't know. Risk it for the biscuit. If you feel bad about your position, which all 4 people here probably do. I'm not risky enough, certainly to do that, but I could see it.
It's just it's so hard because if it's not and it's in the basement, you got to go back. You got to climb the mountain again. It's such a time sink. All right, get your guesses in. 1 through 32, I guess. With the
1?
big chest. Fishing Boo is saying 32. I don't know. Yeah, what's your guess?
I think it's gonna be like random room.
So like 8.
I
I'm
think
gonna
we're
guess
gonna go
16.
right first and then go left. So
I'm gonna say
yeah, it'll be more
16.
than that.
Watch it not even be in GT. Watch it be like a small key to Thieves Town to get it out of the big chest of Thieves Towers. All right, number 1, bombs. Number 2, $20. Shady picking up his pendant from Swamp and then gonna go up to Turtle Rock. But yeah, he's pretty far behind.
Yeah.
So Zelga's got to beat Jet and make what with enough time to give Shady time to catch up, right? Like it's gonna be A and D are probably gonna be the finishes here, unless Jet and Megawatt find the key first because they split it up. Silvers, that's what, 4. Did he skip Tower Room? That's 6, 7. Still no key.
Oh, nice.
Shovels 8, so that's a possibility. We haven't seen powder yet. Number 9 is a GT small, so not there. That's number 10. 11. There it is, number 11. Who's the closest? I think I said 16.
You gave me 8 or 9.
Oh yeah.
I said random room.
Yeah, I was thinking DM room, not random room, so that would have been super wrong. Looks like Ninja Dave 84 was our closest guesser with 13. Congratulations. You don't win anything but our respect. All right.
Oh no,
so,
Shady. He went to GT.
Oh yeah, I wonder if that played a part into it as well, as not remembering that he had Turtle Rock left to do. Yeah. Maybe that played into his routing a little bit. Like Shady should have just been clearing dungeons since Zelga was so far ahead instead of looking for other stuff. Megawatt does have his key and is in go mode. Jet not too far behind. There's the Thieves Town small. Didn't tell Jet. Megawatt didn't tell Jet which key or which chest it was in, so he's forcing Jet to open them all because he has to be first. But here we go. Now it's just execution. Zelga, best in the biz, already through the gauntlet. Megawatt not too far behind, and then Jet is now starting with mimics. Meanwhile, Shady is rushing his way through Turtle Rock.
Yeah, the nice thing is obviously they know nothing's here, and to zoom through Turtle Rock only takes a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
versus the full clear.
Yep. Nice gauntlet there by Megawatt so far. Zelga already threw Wiz Robes 2 onto torches. Nice lane mode 2. Shady almost to Trinex. There's a couple nice things about this mode. There's 0 blue balls for both Aga 1 and Aga 2, and 0 warps for Ganon.
Oh, 0 warps for Ganon too. Okay. I remember hearing about the Aga 0 blue balls, but it's nice to know for Ganon too.
It's crazy how fast.
Line behind.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast these guys are beating the seed in, right? Like to do all dungeons, and it's gonna be under hour 40, hour 38 or something, you know?
Well, it's all dungeons, and it was like a full clear aside from GT basement.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so this replaced co-op AD, right? And those
Co-op
seeds
AD,
were
like 120
would be slow, right?
Yeah.
For these caliber runners, so
Yeah.
for these guys to do it in only like an extra 15 minutes is pretty wild. All right, do we see anyone drop directly into Ganon?
No,
like
these
something I would do.
guys are too good. Yeah, you and I for sure. These guys. All right, shady climbing, or no, entering GT, and he is, you know, about to climb away. So. This is a real back and forth, right? Like it felt like for a long time that the priests were ahead, and then it kind of felt like the drifters kind of got ahead with the ether find, and then we're looking for that Eastern Palace big key and who can get there, and all of a sudden the drifters kind of still that lead back. So it's hard to assess through it all, like how it all happened, but here we are.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think the biggest issue was just the swamp miss on Shady's side. Like if he had cleared swamp that first time,
doesn't go back.
We're like having to pull out the calculator and figure out who's gonna.
Megawatt got powder somewhere.
I think it was on the mini helmet upstairs.
Why did he kill the mini helmet? Was the question, I think.
We're fluffing, you know. Sometimes we gotta open.
So you gotta beat your teammate and outfluff them. I got it.
Correct. Yeah.
Nice hook speed there from Zelga. Almost to the torch. Jet does drop in. Get in.
All right.
So we did have one. That would be a time loss there, I would call that.
I apologize to you guys when you watch this back later. I jinxed Jet there. But it happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, chat bring up, that's not insignificant. I definitely agree. I mean, they're still ahead. Because
but it is.
Zelda being a minute ahead of Megawatt, with Jet's more than a minute ahead of Shady. But it's definitely much closer than it was.
Megawatt flexing a little bit, gets to the torch. To 6 speed. All right, Zelga's going to drop
real
down.
winner.
Yeah. I think Zelga's the only one with silver, so he'll save a little bit of time there as well. He went to Compass Room.
Actually, that's a good point. So he's going to beat Megawatt by even more.
All right, here we go for Zelga. Just needs some arrows. Nice setup for a double here, and we'll probably get another quick double. And he does. Get your GGs in chat for Zelga Dasan, as he's going to be our first overall finisher. Can they pull out the win? Unlikely, but It's not over yet.
Yeah, like a Ganon fall or a death would make it insanely close, if not put them ahead.
Yep. All right. Ganon fight for Megawatt, and then Jet's going to do Aga 1. Shady Aga 2 still has to climb CT, so. Yeah, Megawatt is going to be on the phase 4 here, but is going to lose some time as he has to swing to kill Ganon here and get 12 swings in. You go for it. Oh, he missed the. Uh-oh.
This is getting tighter and tighter.
Got your calculator handy?
Luckily for him, he's got a blue goo.
Yeah, so but he's missed a bunch of shots already.
Yeah. He's going to have to get like two of these spins every time. I think he's only going to get one here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think he only got one.
This might be another only one. Okay, he got it.
I don't like him doing it that fast. I would have waited for him to come down.
I think as long as you light them simultaneously, you know, as close together as possible, then you could pretty much guarantee you'll get 2 every time. But yeah, you got to kind of wait for Ganon to get settled.
Oh no. I mean, at this point, Jet might finish first.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
Right as the torch went out. Holy cow.
Oh, man. Whew. Get your GGs in chat for Megawatt of the Phendrana Drifters. He's going to be the first of that team to finish. What's the time difference? Let's take a look.
2 minutes and 29 seconds. So from Jet's finish, it's 2:29. This might be, I don't know. This is crazy.
Jet on some good patterns, though.
Getting the torch glitch helps. All right. We're through.
GG's in chat for Jet and the Drifters. This is going to be the second to finish. And then it's just a countdown, right? Like,
yeah. So
I don't know how much time
2:29 from 136.42. So that would be 139 and change. I think. I'm pretty sure it's 139 and change, yeah.
If he had those silvers.
It's gonna be close. He's gonna have. Oh my god. They might pull it out. It's very close.
Gosh. I can't watch. I can't watch. It's too close. I can't watch.
Yeah, I think Jesse was right with the 139.11. So, Fear, what's the tie?
I have no idea.
In the league document?
That one I don't know.
Just so we know? Okay, all right. This is going to be very close. Oh, he missed the torch glitch too. I just realized.
Okay, so that pretty much that kills it then, right?
Yeah. Wow, what a race!
Yeah.
It's one of those classic like twists and turns throughout.
I know,
as well.
right? Yeah. This, you know, we've done Ganon thousands of times between all of us, right? Like it's just, it's the pressure of the situation, whatever you want to call it. It's tough, and
yeah,
what happens.
All right, we are welcomed by the winners of the race, Jet and Megawatt. GG's, guys.
Hey, GG.
You guys was sweating this one out. I don't know if I didn't realize how close it
We're
is.
like, there's no way. Zelga finished first.
Yeah, watching the timer for the last 2 minutes there, waiting for it to stop, was the most intense part of the whole race.
Get your GGs in chat for Shady and the Sticky Priests as they're going to get their finish. And we're also joined by Zelga, hopefully by Shady here shortly. Just want to say first, GGs to all of you guys. This was really a fun one to watch, but I imagine pretty stressful with the opponents that you're playing.
Oh yeah, GG's for sure, and yeah, it's been
GGs.
stressful.
Yo, GG's.
I mean,
Shady.
you know, it's hard to figure out exactly where the time difference came from, especially towards the end with Jet dropping into Ganon without clearing CT first. Made things a little bit closer.
Don't talk about that.
Okay, a little closer than it appeared to be, and then Megawatt missing the torch glitch, and then Shady also missed the torch glitch.
That was the
torch glitch
stupidest
is
torch glitch I ever missed.
the hardest trick of the game. But I don't know, just both teams kind of walk me through the seed a little bit and tell me what you're thinking and how you're feeling.
So I guess we can start. I feel like early on, things felt like they were going pretty smoothly. We made a couple bad calls. Like I should have been the one. We were trying to decide how to split up the Dark World. I should have been the one to go to Outcasts and should have let Jet handle Hype Cave. But I had forgotten about the Skullwoods big key I picked up in Gina's, so we ended up getting a little reverse there. But even in spite of that, like because of the whole sequence of us getting the mitts in the mirror about the same time and just having our options sort of explode after that, it definitely felt like the fastest seed that we've played through all of our practices, at least up through the mid game. It obviously did not turn out that way in the end, but yeah, a lot of options in the mid game in this one.
What about you guys over at the Sticky Priest? How are you guys feeling overall?
Pretty similar, I think. Like we both made sure we got the Skullwoods big key because we were both like Shady went there really early because he didn't have like good weaponry for Mini Moldorm, and I grabbed it when I was going to Desert before he found the Pearl on the mountain. So we both kind of got those things ready, but then I found the mitts after Shady had already bailed and went to pod. So we probably got mitts and mirror about simultaneously as well. And then everything kind of opened up in the mid game, and then we just made a lot of unfortunate routing decisions. Like I went to the middle and then the Gibdo in the back of Skullwoods on one key before picking the map chest, which had a second one. I found a swamp small that would let Shady finish swamp while he was in swamp, so I told him he should probably bail, and then there was another one in the back of swamp that would have let him finish. And then I know Shady, when we were down to we hard last located the Eastern Big. That was another thing. I didn't want to get a 5th pod key before going there because they were either Boomerang Guard or Graveyard Ledge, and I hated both of those. So I went on 4 and did Harmless Hellway. So yeah, that was a hard last location. But in that process, we were kind of panicked, like we forgot a location, and Shady mirrored out a swamp without finishing it after doing left side, and everything just kind of kept tumbling downhill near the end game, I think.
Did you forget that you had Turtle Rock to do at the end too? Did that play into some of the routing or?
No, I knew I had Turtle Rock to do, but then
okay.
when like Zelga's in GT talking about where the Castle Tower is in GT, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, now I need to rush after this. I'm doing GT. I'm just like autopiloted. I autopilot ran over, so that was really annoying. The other one was like obviously when I was back in left side swamp checking it for the Eastern Big, which obviously wasn't there, and then after that I still have swamp to beat, and my intention going in obviously is to check left side and then go beat swamp, but because we're suddenly in panic mode because I'm wondering we thought that was our last location, apart from possibly it's the thing I skipped in Mire that I'm not sure what it was. So we're panicking, and then I'm like, oh, okay, wait, no, it's pod big key. Yeah, that's still a thing. So I leave and go do that, and I totally forget that I have to actually finish swamp. So
Yeah.
that was another bad one. Like it's obvious why I done that, but it's just such a dumb long time loss. And the GT turtle walk thing was a dumb time loss, and the torch glitch is a dumb time loss. And like without those, we still won the race, even though we have had an absolute disaster. Just because obviously these guys obviously didn't find the good route either, because it started off so well, but it's actually a really annoying seed in the end, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of these seeds I've played end up with like hard last location in go mode, or progression. What you guys were down to last locating that Eastern Palace big key as well, right? I don't think you guys had anything left. Jet and Megawatt.
So, yeah, we needed the Eastern. We basically last location the Eastern Palace big key. It allowed me to catch up. So Megawatt was checking everything, and I had to do dungeons to catch up to him. So like it worked out, but it felt bad for like the rest of the seed was going so well, except for that. And then it's like that was where I was worried. We were gonna pull behind. So essentially, we were like neck and neck after that point. Like once I got the big key, since I went in the pod while Megawatt was finishing a couple other things. So it's like, yeah, we last locationed it, but luckily it was like at the very end of the game. And then it's a question of like, what are we going to do in Ganon's Tower? And where the heck's that last castle tower small as well?
Yeah.
We even talked about like one of us climbing. Like I mentioned at the Megawatt, I'm like, hey, do you want to climb while I check the bottom or something like that? Like sort of gambled upstairs, but I don't think that would. I mean, clearly it would have been the bad play, but we were talking about that.
Yeah, Moogle actually mentioned it. Yeah, I was like, that seems super risky. And I mean, so okay, let me ask you this: when you guys both teams, when you enter GT, do you feel like you're in the lead or not?
Absolutely not for us.
No. We thought we were surprised they weren't finished already.
I didn't feel
definitely an
great
interesting race.
with the last location item. Anytime you like bottleneck at some point, that's when it starts feeling bad. And I honestly felt great until we had to search for that Eastern Palace big. Like that was it. Went from this is feeling pretty good to what did we mess up? It's just you got the pod small so late. And with Mirror there and everything, it's like why are you checking that one chest?
Yeah, it's like that's when the feeling of dread sets in. Like, oh gosh, did one of them go there with like an extra pod key or two like an hour ago, and they've just been like go moding this entire time?
Megawatt, how mad were you when you heard where the mirror was?
Okay. Well, I mean, a little mad, but the Bombos made me feel better. It's like, okay, well, I can just go back and then it'll be like worth the trip back anyway. The only reason I didn't while I was there is just because I didn't want to waste time death warping at that point when I could just activate my flute and then follow up with something else.
Sure.
And I already had the mitts too, so like I had stuff to do.
It was a fun one. I mean, worst case scenario, you guys split, right? Like both teams super strong. Tough week one draw. Like both you guys are really, really good quality teams that everyone expects to be, make deep playoff runs. I'm not predicting anything, Zelga, but but yeah, I mean, splitting, can't feel too bad about that, right?
Oh yeah, no. Splitting with you guys, that's a hell of an accomplishment.
We definitely would have taken this before. Definitely would have taken this. Yeah, we're very happy, honestly, to split the points.
Any other thoughts before we get out of here? We do have another race coming up here shortly, so.
Just to thank you guys for putting on this restream for us today. Thank you for commentating, and thank you, Leoria, I believe, for tracking.
No trackers. No trackers today.
Okay.
Yep. We just memorized it all. And
Okay.
Recited it to everyone.
We followed everything the whole time.
Yeah. We know where everything is. So
We didn't need help from chat at all. So
Yeah, just echo all that, and GG's Phendrana, and best of luck going forward.
Yeah,
GG's and good luck to you guys.
GG's. Good luck, fellas.
All right, that's going to do it. GG's to both teams, Phendrana Drifters and Sticky Priests, splitting this week. But we're just getting kicked off here, as this is week 1. We've got 6 more weeks to go. And then, of course, the playoffs. Don't go anywhere. We've got another race coming up here shortly between JKLOL and 3 Off the Tee. I got a little rooting interest in that one. But, yeah, so stick around for that with some great comments covering that as well. Moogle, thanks for doing this. Really appreciate you asking me to join you. Always a pleasure.
This was awesome. It's been a while since I did this, and it was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining me.
Thanks to SpeedGaming for putting this on. Thanks to the league for running the league, and we're gonna get out of here. So yeah, stick around for more rando coming right up.